Good afternoon, church. I hope you're having a great day. Let's take a ride together. It's so awesome when you're out here and you can see all of God's creation. It reminds me of Romans chapter 1 and verse 20, which says, "For since the creation of the world, his immeasurable attributes are clearly seen, being understood by the things that are made, even his eternal power and Godhead, so that they are without excuse." The creation just screams to us that we've got a divine creator. Let's look at something interesting in Matthew chapter 6, verse 28 and 29. This is when the Lord is addressing the masses on the Sermon on the Mount. "So why do you worry about the clothing? Consider the lilies of the field, how they grow. They neither toil nor spin. And yet I say to you that even Solomon in all his glory was not arrayed like one of these." Solomon, who built one of the most beautiful structures ever in the history of man, has nothing on the Lord's creation. When an artist paints a picture of a landscape, he but captures a moment in time, and we call that a masterpiece. He's really just capturing something that God has already painted with his divine paintbrush. It's real easy to see how Paul, just a few verses later in Romans 1 and verse 25, in his accusation against the Gentiles, that they exchanged the truth of God for the lie and worshiped and served the creature rather than the Creator, who is blessed forever. You can certainly see how easy it is for people to get caught up in the beauty of nature. I even hear people say sometimes how they feel so close to God and nature in the woods or on a lake. There's one thing that I'll never be able to do in creation by myself, and that's love and provoke one another. But in this time of social distancing, which is a new phrase for us, I'm reminded of just how much I love being with all of you guys. Hebrews 10:25 is commonly used as referring to assembling, but verse 24 is just such an interesting caveat that precedes it, because when the writer there says, "Let us consider one another in order to stir up to love and good works, not forsaking the assembling of ourselves together as a manner of some, but exhorting one another, and so much more as you see the day approaching." Brothers and sisters, I'll tell you this, I'm longing for the day and watching for its approach when we can assemble together again. The landscape and creation, all those things, they remind me that God is here, that He's constant. But what I really need is to be with the church again. I love and appreciate each one of you so much. Until that day approaches, I'll be waiting to see you.